Hi folks, this is Jay. Hope you're okay today. We're looking at Mike Liconas, and we're looking at his work and what he has to say about the resurrection of Jesus based on his scholarship.
Hi, this is Dr. Mike Liconas, and we're back with you with myth number 5, common myth number 5, pertaining to the resurrection of Jesus. Myth number 5 is you cannot prove the resurrection of Jesus because it's a matter of faith. When someone says this, I want to ask them, well, why is that the case? What if someone says, well, we don't believe God. We believe that we're all here by chance naturalistic processes without any divine involvement whatsoever. I'd say, well, you can't believe that. You can't prove that that's the case. It's just, you shouldn't even try to prove it because that's just a matter of faith. They'd say, well, no, it isn't, because we believe we have scientific evidence. Likewise, I'd say, well, I believe we have historical evidence for the resurrection of Jesus. And when you subject that historical evidence to strictly controlled historical method, the resurrection of Jesus is not only the best explanation, it is by far the best historical explanation for the known historical data.
Okay. In my lecture notes, listening to some of the lectures by Mike, he notes that Josephus, when he mentions about Jesus dying under Pontius Pilate and resurrected, that the passage in Josephus, the Jewish historian, has had a little bit of interpolation, but he agrees that most scholars agree that the Josephus passage is faithful. Liconas discusses a lot about psychological phenomena that would suggest that if people say that, well, Jesus was seen, people saw Jesus because they were hallucinating. And Liconas goes into a lot of psychological details and analysis of different psychological theories and breaks them down and says that they don't fit the reality of the many varied experiences of the early church. Mike Liconas spends a lot of time in his book talking about historical method. He engages with modernist and postmodern historians, and he develops his epistemology, the idea that there's the correspondence theory of truth, etc., and discusses these issues in his book. We spent about 100 pages discussing, can we know history, what historical methods should we use. It's really a fair, honest book. A lot of people have said that this book, the critics have panned it and disagreed with it. It's just not true. It's been very well received by the academic world. One of the world authorities on history, philosophy of history, the logic of history, C. Behan McLeod, says this is an astonishing achievement and a major contribution to the ongoing debate. It is clearly written and full of fresh insight and arguments that will enrich discussion for years to come. And it's full of material that you can dig into, really solid material that you'll find really, really helpful. And that's it. We'll go into some more in a minute.